morning, friends. So in this specific video, I'm going to discuss a specific method that we use in ASP.NET page, that is postback. So uh, what is postback that we have to know first? Postback is actually sending all the information from client to a web server. And then web server processes all those contents and return back to the client. So whenever we are sending some information from a client to the web server, and then the processing information that we retrieve from web server back to the client, the whole process is called postback. Maximum times, ASP control will cause a postback. Say you are clicking on a button, then what will happen? It will send some request to the server and will retrieve some information back from the server process. Okay, but some does not unless you tell them to do in certain events, like in list box, index change, radio button check. In that case, you specifically have to tell them that they have to apply this postback method. Okay, so what is postback? This is postback is basically a property of ASP.NET page that tells whether or not the page is on its initial load. Means at the very first time, whenever you are loading a page or you are going to work on a page, then you can check either it is being loaded the very first time or it's already being loaded. It already having some information in it or it's having very fresh. So in that case, you can use the is postback property. Okay, so the value of the page dot is postback property will set to true when the page is executing after a postback. Okay, so if it is already having some data, if it is already being loaded into the memory, it will return you true. Otherwise, for the very first time, it will return you false. Okay, so we have an example over here. What we have done is we have created a list box over there and a button. Whenever we are clicking on a button, we are doing some activities like we are adding item to the list 1, 2, 3, 4, and so on. And on the page load event, you are seeing we have called this add items method. So whenever we click, we will open a page. What it will do, it will call the add items. What we say is the function. We are executing this and we have just refreshed the page. And every time we are refreshing the page, what we are seeing, we are basically seeing that the page is getting, the list box is adding its values again and again, because it's not checking that it's already being loaded, it's already being checked about the fresh value of the page or not. So now what we are doing, we have checked a specific property that is postback is true or false. So if it is not is postbacks, okay, that means it is not already being loaded. Okay, if this is the first time, then add items will be called, but next time whenever you will refresh the page, it is not going to load it, because at that time the is postback property will give you true. So if it is not is postback, if it is not the very fresh part, or it is not the very first time when this page is going to be loaded, then you are not going to call add items. That's what we are checking over here. So what is happening? We are refreshing the page and nothing is happening in this case, because is postback is true in this case. And if it is true, then it is not going to be called the method, the add item method. Okay, guys, so this was about is postback property. In next video, we are going to discuss some other properties of ASP.NET controls. So till then, please like and subscribe. Thank you.